Have you ever reached for your phone to text someone and felt a strange pause when you remembered they're no longer part of your life? Have you ever felt a skill, a version of yourself, or a dream that should still be there, even though it's been gone for years? That unsettling sensation isn't just nostalgia, it isn't a weakness, and it isn't your imagination, it's your brain creating a phantom limb, not for a body part, but for an experience you lost. And today we're going to uncover why your mind refuses to let go of what's no longer there. The ghosts we don't talk about. Most people understand phantom limb syndrome as something purely physical. A person loses an arm or a leg, yet they still feel it. It itches, it aches, it even hurts. But what most people don't realize is this: your brain doesn't limit phantom sensations to the body. It creates them for relationships, for identities, for skills, for places, and even for versions of yourself that no longer exist. That hollow feeling after a breakup, the strange urge to behave like the person you used to be, the ache for a career path you abandoned, the sense that something is missing, even when your life looks fine on the surface. These are not emotional flaws, they are neurological echoes, and your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do. Section 1. The brain's ghost limbs beyond the physical. Let's start with something familiar. Imagine losing a close friendship, not through betrayal, not through a dramatic fight, but through time. One day you realize you haven't spoken in months, then years, yet sometimes you still think of them when something funny happens. You still imagine how they'd react. You still feel the emotional reflex to share a moment with them. That reflex is important because reflexes don't come from emotion alone. They come from neural wiring. Your brain once built entire pathways around that person. Daily interactions, shared routines, emotional regulation, identity reinforcement. And when that connection disappears, the wiring doesn't instantly vanish. It lingers, just like the neural map of a missing limb. This is why people say things like, "I feel like something is missing. I don't know who I am without them. I still feel like I should be doing that." Your brain isn't confused. It's haunted by absence. Section 2. The neural map, how absence becomes presence. Inside your brain is something called a neural representation map. Every meaningful experience you have, every relationship, skill, habit, and emotional pattern claims territory in that map. The more significant something is, the more real estate it occupies. That's why musicians' brains physically change. Why do parents' brains reorganize? Why long-term relationships alter emotional circuitry? Now here's the key insight. When something important is removed, the neural territory it occupied doesn't immediately shut down. Instead, it becomes hyper-responsive. Neuroscientists call this deferentation, a loss of input to a region that expects stimulation. That region starts searching. It fires randomly. It amplifies memory. It creates a sensation. This is exactly what happens in physical phantom limbs. And it's exactly what happens when you lose a partner, a role, a dream, a lifestyle, or a version of yourself. Your brain still expects input, so it generates it internally. Section 3. The neural hologram, memory as simulation. Your brain doesn't store memories like files, it reconstructs them. Every time you remember something, your brain is recreating the experience using fragments: sensory memory, emotion, expectation, pattern recognition. Now imagine this reconstruction happening automatically, without your permission. That's a phantom experience. Functional MRI studies show something startling. When people recall lost loved ones, the same brain regions activate as when the person was physically present. Your brain doesn't distinguish sharply between presence and vivid memory. So when something is emotionally loaded, memory becomes simulation. This is why a breakup can feel physically painful, why nostalgia can tighten your chest, why grief feels like withdrawal. Your brain is simulating what should be there. Section 4. emotional weight. Why some losses haunt more than others. Not all absences create phantom sensations, only the meaningful ones. Emotion acts like neural glue. The more emotional energy something carried, the deeper it's embedded in your brain's architecture. This is why casual relationships fade quietly. Deep bonds echo loudly. Lost potential hurts differently than lost reality. Grief, regret, longing, nostalgia. These emotions don't just hurt, they strengthen neural replay. Your brain keeps returning to the loss, not to punish you, but to understand it. And sometimes, understanding never comes. Section 5. Breakups and the illusion of presence. After a breakup, many people report strange experiences, feeling like the person is still nearby, hearing their voice internally, reaching for them emotionally. This isn't weakness. It's attachment circuitry firing without a target. Your nervous system once regulated itself through that person. Safety, comfort, validation, stability. When that regulation source disappears, your brain attempts to recreate it. This is why loneliness can feel physical, because your brain is trying to restore equilibrium. Section 6. Identity loss, phantom selves. Now let's go deeper. Some phantom sensations aren't about people. They're about who you used to be. Athletes who stop competing. Parents after children leave home. Professionals who change careers. People who outgrow belief systems. You might think, I don't feel like myself anymore. That's not poetic. That's neurological. Your identity was encoded as a set of habits, expectations, and roles. When those vanish, the brain doesn't update instantly. It keeps running old software. You feel the ghost of who you were. Section 7. Why the brain does this. The adaptive explanation. So why doesn't the brain just delete outdated maps? Because deletion is dangerous. From an evolutionary perspective, holding on to past patterns increased survival. If something important disappeared, the brain needed time to assess. Is it temporary? Is it coming back? Was this a threat or a mistake? Phantom sensations are the brain's grace period. They give you time to adapt. The problem arises when the brain doesn't receive enough new input to update the map. Then the ghost lingers. Section 8. Filling the gap. Memory, imagination, expectation. When reality no longer matches expectation, the brain fills the gap. With memory, with imagination, with what should have been. This is why regret feels vivid. Why missed opportunities haunt people more than actual failures. Your brain keeps replaying alternate timelines, trying to reconcile them with reality. It's not torturing you, it's attempting closure. Section 9. The danger of identifying with the phantom. Here's where it becomes dangerous. When people identify with phantom experiences, they stop updating their present identity. They live in comparison. They wait to feel whole again. But phantom sensations are signals, not destinations. They point to unresolved neural territory, not permanent truth. Section 10. How to work with phantom experiences, not against them. You don't erase phantom sensations, you integrate them. Neuroscience suggests 3 powerful strategies. 1. Name the phantom, label it as a neural echo, not reality. 2. Create new input. New routines, relationships, and skills reshape neural maps. 3. Allow grief without identity collapse. Feel the loss without becoming it. Over time, the brain updates, the map changes, the ghost fades. Section 11. The beautiful truth about phantom experiences. Here's the final, uncomfortable truth. Phantom sensations exist because you cared deeply, because something mattered enough to change your brain. They are not signs of failure, they are proof of connection. Your brain doesn't haunt what was meaningless. Conclusion. Living with the echo. If you feel the ache of something missing, a person, a path, a past self, understand this. Your brain is not broken, it is remembering. And remembering is the price of having lived fully. The goal isn't to erase the ghost. It's to build a present so real that your brain no longer needs to replay the past.